Hello, Joe from Joe K Models here. So I hope everybody is being safe right now and doing something constructive with their time. I wanted to give an update as to what I've been up to, and I just started working on this Airfix 1/72 scale Grumman Wildcat. Now this isn't my first Wildcat. I built this bottom one here, probably the same scheme along with one of Brett G's scale models for beginner series, and I really enjoyed that build, and I wanted to give a shot at this Guadalcanal scheme one, the one depicted on the front of the box here. So I picked this kit up to try that out, and I just started on it. There's a couple things that I noticed. First of all, with the Airfix instructions, they're fine. I'm used to the Tamiya color callouts and Tamiya instructions, so you know, there's that to get used to. You can kind of see I started jotting some notes down as to what the callouts are. There were a few things that I was kind of wondering about, like for example, this front console here. I know that when I did this before, I did the whole thing interior green, but on here it kind of calls out this 85, which is black, and a 56, which is aluminum. So I wasn't sure about that. There were like one or two other things as I looked ahead in the directions that I was kind of like, I'm not really sure that that should be the color possibly. So what I did was I downloaded the Tamiya instructions that I used for the other one, and I've just been using, as far as the paint guide goes, going along with that. So pretty much the whole cockpit I'm doing interior green, and you know, the top part here is black, and then I'll do like my aluminum chipping and that type of thing. So a couple things like that. So I'm actually using the directions to assemble the kit, but I'm using the Tamiya instructions for convenience since I have mostly Tamiya paints. I'm used to the callouts, and to be honest with you, I think there may be one or two small errors with the paint callouts, so that's what I'm doing as far as that's concerned. So basically I started working on the interior up to this point. This is where I'm at so far. So I have assembled the seat, some of the instrument panels here. Here's that front console. So I'm going to be painting that top black. It's got some decals that go on it, so that's how I'm going to work on that. And this is that front piece. The other side's going to be painted flat white. So how I came up with the colors is I mixed my own batch of US interior green, and that is done by mixing 2 parts of this flat yellow to 1 part of the flat green, and I just basically doubled it up. So I did 4 parts yellow, 2 parts green. You add those up, you get 6 parts total, so I added 6 parts of the Tamiya thinner for acrylics. And then I came up with this. I bought this from, I think, a dollar store, and these are cool because you can put a seal on it and you can just kind of shoot it into your airbrush and you're good to go. So that's how that's turning out. So after I get done painting this, I'm going to seal it with a clear coat, and then I'm probably going to do a brown wash on the floor, adding the decals, sealing all of that, then putting a flat coat over everything once it's said and done. And also when you're doing like the interior green, you know, sometimes it's good to look ahead, and you know, I know that this is all going to be interior green too, so I just kind of took this part off of the sprue and I did this at the same time. That way you're not going back and forth with your airbrush as much if you know you're trying to prepare ahead. One great thing about the Airfix kit though is, and this is like a newer tooling, but I'm really digging the detail. The recessed panel lines and just some of the rivet detail are going to be great. I'm not sure how much I'm going to weather this up at the moment. I'm kind of leaning towards more of a clean build because my last one's pretty chipped. So I'm thinking about just doing a clean one and just maybe doing some washes to just test out, you know, how these panel lines work with that. And but so far so good. I haven't really assembled too much yet, but I thought I would give an update on where I'm at, and yeah, I think if I provide some of these updates every so often, I can maybe give some tips and hints as I go along with the build that might help some people out. So I'm going to try and do these a little bit more frequently, and then maybe have just one big build video once I finish it up, the same way that I did the Hornet diorama that I did. So appreciate it. Again, I hope everybody's staying safe and doing something constructive with their time. You know, these are some crazy times, but don't feel alone. We're all in this together. You know, our community is very supportive of one another, no matter what's going on in each other's lives. So with that being said, looking forward to seeing everybody else's work that they're doing, and take care of yourself. Until next time, Joe from Joe K Models.